Okay, today we're on 3-6. Oops. We're going to be working with equivalent expressions. Equivalent expressions are two expressions that have the same value regardless of the value that is substituted for the same variable in the expressions. Okay? So as you progress, you'll kind of see some of that and exactly what that means. Okay? We're going to be working with the properties today. You should know these properties. Commutative property of addition is saying A plus B equals B plus A. In regular everyday math, that is 3 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus 3. The commutative property of multiplication is very similar. A times B is equal to B times A, which means 3 times 5 is the same thing as 5 times 3. Associative property of addition is how you associate the groups in there. Okay? So A plus B in parentheses plus C is the same thing as A plus B plus C in parentheses, which equals similar as 1 plus 2 in parentheses plus 3 is the same thing as 1 plus 2 plus 3 in parentheses. It's all addition. No matter what you're adding, it's all going to be the same answers. Okay? Similarly, with the multiplication property of association, A times B in parentheses times C is the same as A times B times C in parentheses. And you can see what I've done there. 1 times 2 should be in parentheses. Times 3 is the same thing as 1 times 2 times 3 in parentheses. Now, the one that you'll be using the most is the distributive property. Distributive property across addition is the same thing as A times the sum of B plus C equals, what you're doing, you're basically distributing the A across the C and the B, okay? So A times B, and then A times C plus, okay? So what that means is 2 times 3 plus 4, you're distributing the 2 times the 3, which is right there. You're distributing the 2 times the 4, which is right there. And we're adding those. Okay? Cross subtraction will be the same thing, except that it's subtracting. Okay? So, A times B minus C is the same thing as you're distributing the A times the B, right here, A times B. You're distributing A times the C, there. And of course, like we said, it's subtraction, which is the same thing as 2 times 4, right there, minus 2 times 3, which is right there. Okay? Now, some examples that we've got of the distributive property. We got 3 times 4x minus 1. So you're distributing the 3 times the 4x, which is right here. You're distributing the 3 times 1, which is right there. Okay? You distribute the 3 across both. And of course, it's subtraction. Okay? So you can kind of separate these. You could pull the 3 and the 4, and then the x minus the 3. Okay? These are equivalent expressions. 3 times 4x minus 1 is the same thing. It's equivalent to 12x minus 3. All we've done is distribute here, okay? 3 times 4x minus 3 times 1, 12x, multiply these two together, minus 3 times 1 is 3. Those are the same. Okay? Make sure if you have any questions that you're asking, all you need to ask. If you get confused, go back to the video and make sure that you're understanding this fully. Man, get those. Okay. Now we kind of went through that a little bit fast.